First championship season in years. What's the worst that can happen? We opened the season at home to Coventry and took control early. An excellent ball by Dan Neil enabled Amad Diallo to open his account. Could have been 2, but Ross Stewart straight offside to finish Patrick scores. Didn't have to wait much longer though. Beautiful cross from Matete picked out Amad perfect. A rampant first half performance possibly deserved a third, but Roberts couldn't provide the finish his run deserved. The third goal did arrive in the second half though. Neil's lobbed pass nodded down by Stewart to Amad, who completed his hat-trick. Coventry were never in the game and were lucky not to concede more. 46,000 plus in attendance going home happy. Feel-good factor was taken away to Bristol. An excellent first-minute challenge from Dennis Cirkin led to a Ross Stewart through ball that Amad Diallo maybe should have done better with. However, a Matete punt deceived the Bristol defence, allowing Amad to set up Stewart, who apparently borrowed Alpin's disco balls. Set pieces looked dangerous. Ballard went close from Roberts' corner. Centre-back partner Elise forcing a smart save from Clark's free kick. The lead was nearly doubled after the break, Amad unable to convert a beautiful ball from Clark. But Clark was the architect of the second, Kai Naismith having a nightmare. Not to be outdone, defensive partner Zach Viner gifted a pressuring Jewison Bennett his first goal for Sunderland. The game should have been over, but poor marking from Ballard allowed Naki Wells to get one back for Bristol. A second should have followed 85 minutes after more defensive frailty, before Patterson saved us again, pushing Wells' injury time chance onto the post. Last 20-minute complacency aside, a great victory as we went 2 for 2 so far. Focus on rotation to ease the load of a long season led to a much-changed team visiting Bramall Lane, all of whom appeared to arrive late as Reinbruster was allowed to push the horse ahead in the first minute. Doncher then forced an excellent save from Alex Bass. Tommy Doyle could have sealed it for the hosts in the 83rd minute. Bass was the saviour again. Deep into injury time, the legend that is Jewison Bennett controlled Cheek Torre's cross to bury at the front post, sending the tie to penalties. The hope lasted as long as Gooch missing the first, before Dewey scuffed the third, allowing Oliver Norwood to seal victory for the Blades. First round exit, but against strong competition, gave me faith that my rotation plans can be successful going forward. A rested first 11 welcomed QPR to the Stadium of Light, however they seemed put off by the rain for the start of the game. Cirkin and Elise tripped over each other to offer Elias Chair a glorious chance at the 4th minute. Chair was then given the freedom of rear side, but Patterson again saved the back four's budgets. Fortunately for the resulting corner, Stefan Johansson was left unmarked inside the area to fire into the top corner. This seemed to prompt the lads to start playing, Ross Stewart narrowly heading Clark's cross wide. Thankfully, Tyler Roberts left his shooting boots at home, as he wasted chances either side of half-time. Then the rest of his team left their defensive shape and work rate under a rock, as the excellent Fiamosi was allowed to cut inside to set up unmarked Embleton to fire home the equaliser. Ember was hacked down while charging forward for a second, but the referee's advantage led to a big chance for Stewart as the sun started to shine down, seemingly energising the push for a win. And that came a few moments later from a beautiful free kick, courtesy of the left foot of Patrick Roberts. A demoralised opposition allowed Fiamosi to again run past them to force a corner as the game entered injury time. This in turn allowed Stewart to confirm the win with the easiest goal he'll ever score. A hard-fought victory made it 3 for 3 in the league after coming back from self-imposed hardship.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
With injuries piling up, the decision was made to recall Carl Winchester from Shrewsbury. While unlikely to remain after his contract expires in the summer, his versatility and experience offers depth that the squad surely needed. The second string returned to Bramall Lane, looking for revenge. Sims' blasted effort and Bjander's corner header were the best that could be mustered in the scrappy first half. But it was the host that took the lead as Billy Sharp was left wide open to finish past Alex Bass. It should have been 2 as Reinbruster was allowed to full sprint into a close-range blast, but Bass saved bravely. It was at this point that Amad Diallo came off the bench to take over, running through the Blades' defence to force the keeper into action. Just a few moments later, he ran onto fellow sub Ross Stewart's header to finish excellently in off the far post. He seemed to enjoy it too.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Inspired by the combined legend of Alfonso Ribeiro's hips and Tom Jones' voice, Ahmad was not to be denied a second, coolly finishing Ricardo Fiammose's through ball, or asking who the better dancer is.
It's not unusual to be loved by them.
Ahmad nearly had a third, but I doubt the world could have coped with the full-length cha-cha slide he would have done after, so he purposely put it wide. Brewster nearly rescued a point with the final kick of the game, but Bass was determined not to let him spoil the vibes. Vengeance was had, vibes were felt, and 3 points were taken as the Black Cats continued their 100% start to the league. The immaculate vibes continued on their road trip to Stoke 3 days later, with the lads nearly opening the scoring in the first minute, but Amad Diallo was unable to finish a nice passing move. The recalled and newly appointed left-back, Carl Winchester, freed Patrick Roberts to cross in for Ross Stewart, but he was unable to beat the keeper. He let Stoke immediately break, with Tyrese Campbell seemingly clean through until Daniel Ballard caught up to block. Ahmad won a battle in the corner, crossing to a wide-open Dan Neil, whose deflected shot was shamefully pulled into goal. Ahmad's finishing unfortunately couldn't match his will to win, first missing despite an acre of space and a year of time, before missing a similar chance again after the break. He forced the save with a lovely touch to beat his defender in the 75th minute, but it was Neil who was not to be denied his goal bonus and sealed the victory moments later, finishing from Embleton's fantastic ball, who's not quite up to the Ahmad Roscoe level. Stoke's best chance came from a Daniel giveaway, obviously distracted by force of Broadway, but Liam Delap must have been propped by Patterson's dazzling smile or something. A fairly dominant victory left us undefeated at the top of the championship after 5 games. Mistakes were made. I turned the game off. Not yet realising the error of my ways, we welcomed top of the table Norwich to the Stadium of Light. Warning signs were there early when Jack Clark dwelt on the ball and Timu Pukki should have put the visitors in front. And he did that just a minute later when Daniel Ballard lost the ball on his feet. Marcelino Nunes could have doubled the lead after 31 minutes but fired just over. We had a chance from Amad Diallo in the first half and Jay Matete in the second. But despite a lack of goal-mouth action for both teams, we were thoroughly outplayed in our first defeat of the season. We ended the month at home against Rotherham, charitably gifted them the lead in the first minute through Chidozie Ogbene. Defensive set-piece fragility then allowed Connor Washington to double the lead before the half hour. Jewison Bennett tried to get us back in it, his shot blocked just before half-time, then straying offside in the second. But Washington sealed the deal unbothered by anything annoying like a tackle. He should have had a hat-trick and more as the New Day curse continued. Select your goal of the month by leaving a comment below. Voting closes Saturday, April 8th at midnight UK time. Please like and subscribe for future videos, then follow HeadHeartNBalls on Twitch to join the journey live.